Good morning all. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I'm absolutely boiling. We've just been on a walk, Rolo and I, and it's hot and sticky. And anybody that knows this muggy weather will know what that's like. And he was pulling me one way and the other and the other. Oh my God. I had him wrapped around my back, so and around my waist, I mean. So he couldn't sort of go too far. He doesn't really go too far. He's a bit of a plodder now, actually, if truth be told. Anyway, I'll just show you a picture of him, a video of him, because I thought you might like to say hello to him. It's been a long time. There we go. There you go. There's our Rolo. Rolo. Well, that was good, wasn't it? He's looking the other way. He's absolutely not going to move from that position now. He's exhausted. On the way back, though, from our little walk, we went to the garden centre. All I wanted was 5 pebbles. You wouldn't think that it would be that hard to get 5 pebbles. Anyway, the guy in there, I've known him, oh my goodness, all my life, really. I don't know that he recognises me because I don't go in there very often now. He's got to be in his 90s. And as far as I knew, his family owned it. And in fact, he was the boss there, as far as I knew. Anyway, I went in there and I said to him, how much do you sell your pebbles for? Because actually I only want about 10. Oh, so he looked at me a bit puzzled and he said, well, I don't know, he said. So he said, come over and we'll have to have a look. I don't know. Anyway, so we went over to look at the bags of pebbles. And he said, no. I said, oh, you're going to have to ask the boss. I said, ask the boss. I thought he was the boss. I didn't say anything. Anyway, I said, oh, look, there's a sign there. It says 2 packs for 20. I said, but actually I only want about 10 pebbles because I just want to paint them. Just a bit of fun with my crafting. Oh, you'll have to ask the boss, he said. You'll have to ask the boss. I'm doing his accent as well as I can, but because it's a deep Hampshire accent, I believe he's got, slightly Wiltshire, but I can't really do it very well, even though I am a Hampshire hog myself, but I don't seem to have picked up the accent at all, or if I have, it's very slight. Anyway, I looked at him and I said, so you can't sell any loose ones? Ooh. He looked at me puzzled. I wouldn't know how much they are. Ooh. So he said, the thing is, he said, sometimes the boss repacks them. Okay, I said. So I said, he said, the boss isn't in today. You'll have to come tomorrow or another day. I don't know when he's in. I thought, I'm sure you're the boss. You're the oldest one here. You own the garden centre. I mean, he's got to be, God love him, he must be in his 90s now. Anyway, I've got to ask the boss, and I cannot have individual pebbles. And I said to him, I can't lift a bag of those pebbles. That's far too much for me. He said, it's the cobblers you want, the cobbles. You don't want pebbles, you want cobbles. Apparently I want cobbles. Okay, so we came home. So that was the end of my exciting moment. I thought you might like to hear that. Remember, if in doubt, ask the boss.